Well, Frank answer, but let me throw a bit more light on this. You see, Joe, once again, you place emphasis on this. Security intelligence is something different altogether. It is not about GFA as to whose fault it is. It's neither the police or the GFA or Kotoko or Ashanti Good. The matter is that the security intelligence are Onumanya. In fact, and Frank Mpo can say Ashanti region. It didn't end in Ashanti region, no?
Yeah, because IGP was also involved. So,
it didn't end in Ashanti region. Okay. If I have to mention him, it was Commander One who called.
Oh, okay.
And the call, no, when Kotoko called, one can say, "When we share somebody to postpone you," I said the game shouldn't come on.
Okay.
Pay Omunter. Yes, of president or Niger is not even here.
Okay.
When the police were preparing the initial formal no, Kofi Boachi called Kurt directly.
Okay.
Say match, shouldn't come off.
Okay.
And yes, be a movie say Embassy and I be for you to go and consult and come back to him. But what must say? So the thing started from Obuasi commander. He reported to his media commander, which is Ashanti region, from Ashanti region to police headquarters, and was deferred to Commander One. So that is the matter.
Okay.
So where does the FNI fault in India?
There's a time I call no by ABC Musono. There's a late, very late.
Straight away, then Alex Asante called Imada Subero Kotoko and he called Daniel Bio Ashanti Good. So this is it. So they will follow up with official communication.
Okay.
So
on Wednesday.
And that's the time of police friend. Yeah, even if Joe, Mamika say match here scheduled for 3 p.m. Let's say police friend 2:55 p.m.
Yeah.
Some match way because security intelligence. My match name you call it off.
Sure.
Into whether Wednesday or Thursday or any time. Once the police headquarters say for security reason the match cannot come off, it cannot come off.
Sure.
I think 2011 or 2012. You to come from Akko London. Ghana ne Nigeria ne kobo match. Kobo Watford. You could do a ticket no man now. The British police say riot to be Akoso or Tottenham. Man the game was at Watford. Into match na maso. Match na maso who could use Ghana ne Nigeria. It was called off for security reasons. One GF in Wakaka police headquarters match with for security reasons match in Timaswa was potential bubble. How?
Okay.
Until we should accept it. Whichever date I pass, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, me say 1 minute to kick off. If police come say for security reasons this game should be called, it should be called off. Fan dressing room. Don't dressing room. So now identity. Until we should understand how these things work. And once again, I do not believe Minyanya releasing can be, but I do not believe Kotoko can say and say bobo Ashgold match no. Match I do not believe so. I don't think so. Because that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. So Kotoko nya standing people, Mobile Africa nya standing, we are about clear. And yes sir. And this now na Kotoko ne House of Kukai. Unsa the way a difference in time.
Yeah, was initial no say anajo.
6 o'clock.
Later na police.
Police left catch the GFS 17 morning 6 o'clock. GFS the about 3 o'clock. That is it.
Okay.
Some identity.
This morning we have officially written to the Ghana Football Association to register our displeasure in the way and manner the match between Ashanti Gold and Kumasi Asante Kotoko was postponed. As a club, we take a serious exception to the postponement of matches at this critical or at this crucial stage of our league, since issues of sporting integrity may be compromised. We have consequently requested the Ghana Football Association to, as a matter of fact, postpone all league matches until the outstanding match between Ashanti Gold and Kumasi Asante Kotoko is honored. The club has also demanded the Ghana Football Association to reimburse it for the cost incurred at the team as the team traveled and spent a night in Obuasi on Wednesday in preparation for the match on Thursday. Okay. Did release a free commercial Asante Kotoko by.
Well, but they wrote official letter to the GFA. And he had different tone from the OOC.
Oh, okay.
This is, I think, the communication to Amonti, but the wrote official letter to the GFA.
No, with about FE?
No.
So
okay.
For the public.
Okay. So what I didn't say. And once again,
F, tone,
I had a different tone, I have to be honest, from this one. And once again, normally to say enough Frank can be a TC, you're right. Say if indeed you traveled ahead of the communication into one careless, you're right. Then discussions can go on. If the FA needs to say obefa part of cost in normal, or now the receipt in normal cost a wine can one their back. Now they are we and you get.
Nana enyese FA mobile inform 2 clubs no kwa reason inti mode a cancel sa game no.
I'm saying said yes they inform them. Yes. But one if I want to me
or registered displeasure
and I can say the tone to the FA is different from this one. If you heard me right, me say when Kofi Boachi called, in fact they both the general secretary and the president are not even in Ghana. I feel them general secretary Oba and Nana Bibisa. President of Wafu tournament to Mubo or Niger. General secretary had to attend official program in Finland. And Commander One called president there. He straight away called the general secretary. And so that we
inform clubs, no say.
We say Alexander first thing he did, normally when we hear communication, because of the agency of it, is to place phone calls to both clubs, and they can come and say it is not true. I'm saying it's Emmanuel Dasibra from Ashanti Kotoko, Daniel Brew from Ashanti Good. Alexander called them to inform them before the official normal.
Okay.
And you give reason. So what you mention? And it is nowhere in the world because what position is how much we intend. Just say what position match in and son or what no answer. I mean, no. It is the decision of the organizers to decide on some of these things. Yes. League matches Babasu. What's this official? It's a club official. It's a director, a coach, and I play 1 hour before game. Now game in the Babasu. I think that was a question. I didn't actually understand the question. But the minimum say game Babasu.
I said Basu.
Yeah, Babasu. Precedence so it depends magnitude of the game. Because the World Cup fan one is official be a black armband. Be with me hours before and a minute before game. Now announce say obi am black armband. You observe 1 minute silence in Monipaco. Then the game comes off. In fact in Sudan, a Nigerian player he died. O Calypso pick no 2 ambulance who name said they completed the game. And Melin can need to question back because I didn't Man City. Emma Jason number 23, one former player. So okay, so we will start Man City, Jason number 23. And you let me tell that was my first ever FIFA tournament in this world, 2003. My first ever FIFA tournament. If I remember very well, it was in June, around 25th, 26th June, 2003. In France, Confederations Cup. I was at the stadium when McGiven collapsed and died. I'm at the stadium. Cameroon versus Colombia. And because Vivian Faye was wearing 23 jerseys or Man City, this was no alone Man City. Was 23 jerseys or Man City. The first that time now, retired 23 jerseys in the summer farmer will be game American one semi was completed. He only 1 hour before the game. He died during the game park and so collapse here. In the 2 ambulance, then the community man resuscitated. He died. Until we have found out it was between I think Cameroon and France. Now me and Nuneba. So time I think you're a captain. Rugby song say captain could have foot on the bar park and so. The 12 in the crowd after say France for Mini and Crown. Only 12 in my 2 teams in as winning. Symbolic. That was my first ever FIFA tournament as a journalist, accredited journalist. The tournament way in France, in Paris, 2003. So it happens in Kofo team, but games come off. Omo games. Kalim Motsu, Ode and others. The last time I checked from the FNO, no say nothing. Last time I checked from the FNO, nothing completed yet or confirmed yet. I think it's a process. Yes, GFA received funding from FIFA, but all the activities of the GFA and but funding about most of it for specific. It be for project, FIFA Go project. But for administrative, we say it goes into running the league, paying administrative staff, doing this. Normally to run the secretariat of the GFA. So yes, okay. GFA receive funding from the GFA account fair to club statement. This is a portion, making kind of portion of Kotoko's letter to the GFA. Considering that the match has been postponed indefinitely and having registered our displeasure, we wish to kindly request the GFA to, emphasis on that, underline that, we wish to kindly request the GFA to, first of all, postpone all league matches until the outstanding match, the 29th fixture, between Ashanti Gold and Asante Kotoko is played in order to protect the sporting integrity of our dear league. 2, reimburse Asante Kotoko. So it's a request.
Okay.
What I say? Yeah. The tone of the letter to the GFA is different from the club statement in Wabontino.
Okay.
We demand, we have demanded, no. The letter to the GFA says we wish to kindly request. Remember, in normal wish, kindly request. Just suppose that with the club statement of Wabontino.
Wow.
So you see the difference?
Yeah.
What's the tone here different? And so we should, cool nerves must prevail in this circumstance. More than say police force, intelligence, and conform normal basa. I bet my result to even in debt. I don't know normal. We have no change match na say baso chinchina. Of which match never baso anyway at a later date. So on what I say.
Okay.
So some of these things I say nyan to say in handling some of.
What about the second
matters.
one? No. Minister can once a year. Say que postpone matches ni na to some but clear.
No, me say.
Omo nyina so.
Na me say. I no say we wish to kindly request. Until a request now no come GFA. So GFA has the right to say we consider request or not. But under the circumstances, I don't think that's how the law works. The matches will go on.
All right.
Now a standing game no find a suitable date no more.
Gadgetsburg the other by no so Heart of Oak. Mutual bread FA say one players want to be more against goals.
Yes. I think that to be honest with you, I have to be honest. Me who has of good reason any also official notice and answer whatever official we mo the GFA no. But what I know in football is say football no the required number of players neighbor. So no the required number of players and neighbor. And in clubs now register players be no. And if the level of absenteeism and I say it said that you could still have a team to go and play. Almost postpone match, and indeed, I don't have to match. And I think they had 11 and 5 even on the bench.
Yeah.
So they had about 16 players available. And then I feel match in the so be a case me my paper where I saying to you postpone matches. Joe be hard dream be pray. Minimum reason I had to the question me who ya crown as whatever it was. But the bottom line is that
players no medical
but football match is played with number of players. Okay. And once I think that Heart of Oak had that required number of players I think it's a need a match about so now if you postpone match.
Okay. The next one, set me the can so everyone.
But on that same the quick information Enra Ministry of Health officials at Gold Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, training grounds. Echo screening because they've had encounter with Ashgold. A team of officials screening players in the technical team and they are screening COVID and other nice. Piana or money has when you encounter
no for not report COVID now.
No. So they are sentence it be similar to COVID in the money.
Yeah, I'm just they were in hospital. Some be checking. Did they report
11:36? Joe, let Achee know that the GFA is the cause of all these things. How can you bring the verdict at this time? The timing was so wrong. Audophobia anyway, and so by sledge, and so Busa say, Diana Stars, any team bay. Is the GFA investigating the Diana Stars player who was jubilating after a goal was scored against his team? More yes, our investigations no so now.
Let me say I cannot answer specific cases or answer on specific matters. What I know or what we've been informed, and they say there are a lot of investigations going on involving a lot of matches. And you take this one from me and there. Say there are a lot of investigations ongoing. IFA matches.
Okay.
But I cannot answer to specific matches. But we are sorry for another match, but sorry for another match. And this investigation in the hour and to say, so who really ruling here?
Yeah.
We say we can say prosecution. Prosecution and any investigations no more here. No. The GFA, integrity department. So no, any police no investigation no more here. No. I feel no more come out disciplinary committee. Into prosecution, it's from Omo in terms of investigation. Now, but when they do the investigation, says a disciplinary committee, they will take it there. Until there are a lot. I have to put it that way.
Okay.
I think what is nice and
she the infernusia. Later, I'll go back and my way. time in asem what can was him? How the phobia there no?
O say me who say buy no kra no we can mom ye express we say no.
Okay.
If anything time no na so then again you also thinking to onum say even as you try to see no there are in a friend saying allegations of match fixing say current league ebon kra koso so probably why don't you release it to stay scare onum on make attempt so mu ye bia na omo mu ye bia no to even stop and out ultimately but I was one of the persons and I me feel say ebianka release never at the end of the season probably better knowing say the sanctions started from next season but now Franco so my other way say even appeal you need days when you period normal so everybody in the thinking around it but my thinking was that probably the ruling should have come at the end of the season but once you go this why I didn't have the pressure on the GFA to be able to case na coin so probably based on that in Tinebia na omo a release case no at that time I think
good morning sir
another one say